Alright, this is really cool. So I am going to be reviewing this Prelude keyboard and mouse adapter for consoles, and it actually has multiple platforms it's compatible with. I just started unboxing this. I wanted to show you, before I actually do my test run here, what this looks like. This is very light, but looks awesome. Has a very modern and very cool industrial, like manufactured tech look. It's almost cyber looking. That's very neat. So you can see it's got some cords here. I think this one is designed for, yeah, this is a USB micro. Right there. Can get close. Hello? Focus. There we go. That's USB micro. This one is USB-C. Everyone knows this one. This one right here is a USB adapter to USB-C. That's pretty cool. I'm actually really excited to see how this works. The instructions are pretty clear. So if you have a console, what you're going to do is you're basically just going to connect the USB cable to connect port 1, and I think, see, yeah, so this one is the one you're going to use right here. And then you have your power adapter, which that one is just any power adapter, it looks like, but they don't include that. I thought I would just make that known. Like, there's no power adapter with this, which is kind of a negative to me, but whatever. We can see here that there is a few options for how you could connect, and it's got this little power thing here, but actually I think this is, oh, look at that. So you have extension power. That must be, yeah, that's actually the one here, how you're going to connect that. So that's one of the power. Oh, yeah, and this one's mouse or keyboard. Actually, it looks like both of these are mouse or keyboard, either one. This is where you'd actually do the exit power, which is a little strange. It doesn't have a block, but it did come with a USB micro? I don't know, I'm not sure what the deal is there. Whatever. I'm going to test this with my Nintendo Switch. I'm going to video me trying it out here, so I'm going to cut to that now. Okay, I'm going to try to condense this into a very straightforward and understandable segment because there's a lot to unpack here. First things first, if you are in a game like Warframe where you have the ability within Switch, and in most games, because there's no mouse it's expected, that you're going to have to control your input for typing with the controller, and normally the controller has joysticks, right? Well, in this case, your joystick, your left joystick, is being replaced by WASD. You can control what you are putting in with this. This is very fast. Like, comparatively, I could be like, I could actually use this one, WASD, and I could push C every time I want a letter. And I could actually do that in a few ways. I could actually either use my second hand, because I'm not really using anything for there, go like that, so be like, hey, so, and then if I want to use space, I think it's R, yeah. Hey there. Oh, so it takes some, so B, there, space bar. Hey there. Oh yeah, right. Got to use that. Space is not space in this now. So, hey there. So then you want to do a space. It's R there. Hey there. We will meet soon. Now you could push accept on this with a few things. The input on this, I believe, I have to look back again because I can't remember. The key on this for the start was tab. So you could push tab and it would send the message. I'm not convinced that this is really the fastest method. Like, if you're playing a game that requires that you're going to, and actually I'll just push B, get out of this. If you're going to play a game like Warframe where you have to type and chat, I almost feel like you are better off using the mouse. Like, for example, you go right-click R to chat. You can actually use the mouse to do this. This is actually more convenient. You could be like, hi, oops, so, like, hi, and then you just push tab to send. Like, this is pretty easy in terms of that, but it's definitely not what I think you could do with this. I don't feel like this is the best for typing. I do think that this is mostly for the person who just wants to play the game with a different setup. They want to have that finer sensitivity. Maybe they want to have better aiming. They want to have the better control over exactly how their controller is, is playing, where you can't normally get that in with a regular controller. So my perspective on this is really nice. I would love some type of an input that was one-to-one mapping on games. I don't think we're going to get that, honestly. I mean, shoot, maybe there's something here where you go in here, and is there a way to enable that? Could you go to options, and could you... actually, I don't even know what right bumper is. Right bumper is... What is right bumper? That's going to be... E? Is Q the other one? Yeah, so E. So let's say you go in here. Like, do we have the ability... you can use it with scroller here. Do we have the ability to enable a keyboard? I don't see one in here. So let's see, chat. Enable, see, I don't see anything there. Interface. Let's see, HUD. Scale numbers. I don't see anything. Display. Advanced. Audio. Accessibility. So this would be interesting if they had it here. Controller. Aim assist. Let's see. Interface. Chat appearance. Yeah, so maybe there's a game out there that has this ability for you to be able to chat with a keyboard that is a third-party kind of keyboard. That would be pretty interesting. For the time being, I would say if you're looking for something that's going to allow you to type, I don't think this is it. I don't think this is the fastest method for you to be typing in a console. I think you're better off just using a D-pad, honestly, because the D-pad is so fast on most controllers, and it's a little bit more of a manual input. It's a little better. That said, I have never seen a system that allows you to have an emulator like this for your mouse and keyboard. It's seamless. It's very portable, as you can see. It takes quite a bit of cords. You know, you have the power cord, you have the connection cord here that's going to the base for the console, and you have to use USB, so you're going to have a USB mouse and keyboard. That said, I think you can kind of see why I like this setup. If you really are dead set on playing a game with a mouse and keyboard, this is a great way to do it. I would definitely recommend this if you are looking to have a finer experience. Shoot, you could play Fortnite with this. Think about that. You could play Fortnite with this setup now, and people, because a lot of people, they talk trash about the people on consoles. Well, there you go. Now you could use your app, right? You can use the app here. You can customize exactly what you want for the key mapping, and you could even work with the more enhanced controllers, because like I have some that have turbo buttons and things like that, and now you could really have some fun, because now you're playing with a console that is allowing you to play with the mouse and keyboard, but you have a lot more hotkeys. Like you could set up way more hotkeys with this right here for more dedicated gaming. So I really like this. I think this has been really enlightening because I thought maybe you'd get more of a one-to-one in terms of typing, but you know, the console just doesn't recognize it. So this is more of an input system for control, not typing. That's where the consoles just use the D-pads and controls. Maybe you could get really fast with it, I don't know. But in any case, I hope this has been valuable for you. Link to get this on Amazon will be in the description below. Please use my link to support the channel. Like and subscribe for more reviews. Thanks for watching.